Hello, Death Peak tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger with me, BlueAnkylo. We got a lot of stuff to do today, and most of it involves fighting Lavo Spawn on Death Peak. So let's get to it. It's pretty snowy out, so it's a little bit difficult for me to see everything on the map. I'm pretty sure last episode I thought I'd missed something, but now I'm less certain that I missed anything, and more that the area sort of loops back on itself, I think. So let's keep going. One convenient thing, we've found ourselves a save point in the middle of the dungeon, or in the middle of the mountain, and we can use that to shelter up anytime we want, which will mean we can use a lot of magic. So don't be shy on using Magus' awesome spells. Oh, right. I want to show off the flare spell and then switch out Luca, that's right. Because she's now learned all of her attacks. I didn't expect her to be one of the quick tech learners, actually. I figured she would be one of... For me, she's usually one of the last ones to finish up her techs. Now, I'm not sure how many enemies are considered magical beings, but 8 damage, or 8 attack point, might not be better than double to magic creatures, if you know what's considered magic. So that's a pretty good, you know, double effect. That's nice. There, yeah, sparkles. Alright, there we go. Open a little secret door. Oh, look. More blood yolks. Alright, we're gonna get Flare off. It's... I believe Luminaire tier. Yeah. Maybe slightly stronger because Luca tends to have higher magic stats than Chrono. So if you like Luminaire, you might like Flare. I believe it costs the same as well, doesn't it? 20 by base? Yeah, so most of the 20 MP spells are going to be something like Luminaire or Flare. Okay, cool, so that covers Luca for now. Let's switch her out with, see, Marl's done, Luca's done. That's cool. We could get Ayla or Frog up. I'll bring Frog for a while. These three are friends. Let's just say Frog wants to keep an eye on Magus. And he just got a new sword anyway. That's like the worst one for him. He's already kind of strong to water slightly, so at least give him the red one to cover his weakness. And, yeah, I'll switch that out. So, the most speed should go to the robot, and then at level 2 speed can go to the frog. And that'll be good enough for now. Alright. Okay, so we hit a switch, opened a door, that'll open up the central passage. I wonder if I did miss something on the... like, so... I never made it, like, up on the higher area over here on the left side. Well, we can kill these guys again, no big deal. Look how fast Frog is. See if he's strong enough. Everyone's probably disappointed that Magus doesn't have Shadow Flare anymore. His special attack from, or no, Dark Matter, sorry, not Shadow Flare. I'm combining stuff now with Luca. But no, when we fought him as a boss, he had all these cool Dark Matter attacks. There we go, Cure Wave, that's one of the ones. I was looking for this earlier, way back in Magus' castle, actually, and I forgot what techs were involved. But yeah, Cure Wave is like pretty much guaranteed full heal to the party. So if you bring Robo and Frog along, you do have a pretty good heal tech, dual tech. The only problem is Robo is kind of slow. Let me just see. Did I miss like a path here? Am I crazy? It's fine. A couple extra battles isn't going to kill us. I'm not really trying to grind or anything, but, you know, a couple of extra fights is not the end of the world. This is a pretty strong group also. Robo's not my favorite, but this is a very physical-oriented group. If only you switched, maybe Robo for Ayla, then you'd be just dishing out damage like crazy. Right, just go Slurp. Alright. So was there no more paths up? It must be we come across later. Yeah, okay. It's all good, guys. I just didn't want to accidentally miss something, because there's a lot of treasure on the screen that we just don't have yet. Can we sneak? You probably can sneak by if you're careful. Now, the difference here, it's not that Ice 2 is stronger than Water 2, but Magus is much better at magic. So it will do much more damage. Alright, now how are we getting anywhere close to his next tech? Yeah, not too far off. As much as like the level 2 elemental attacks are cool, I want to see some new stuff. Some dark magic. Sure. Just one. Magus has a bad habit of playing with his glove, though. I will give him. He's got a couple of those things. Oh, there we go. This is why buying him a sickle was silly. Because we're about to get a better sickle anyway. What does this one all say? Underworld design, sure. We did find it on Death Peak. So, here we go again. I might want to try Bubble Breath. Ouch. Man, if he's gonna keep doing that, though, better... Well, I know for sure that Cure Wave will be like 999. I just want to see if a single heal is enough. Or mostly how much this is going to do nowadays. So heal spell is around 180. That's not that great. And what's the heal beam doing these days? Just for comparison. 220? Alright. Robo's winning the healing right now for group. Probably whenever he does massive group damage, we'll have to use a Cure Wave or something. But hopefully this dual tech will do enough damage. Eh, not bad, not bad. Now... Oh, that'll probably put him to sleep. Nope. Failure to put to sleep. Good. That's fine. So, one of the big... Basically, the only real weakness with Magus is his lack of dual and triple techs. But that's not to say he has absolutely zero triple techs. He does get some. And I will, of course, want to show those off. Oh, big damage. Yeah. Ah, we got it. I think that's the one they called Rain of the Heavens or whatever when we fought the real Lavos that absolutely destroyed the group. There we go, Dark Bomb. Good stuff. I believe that's what that's like the mini version of the spell that really kills us. And so now we have Dark Bomb. Unfortunately, it's not a full screen AoE, but it's the same MP cost as the elements. But now we've got an actual dark magic, the dark element attack. And we've got the barrier spell, which is magic defense, which is probably terribly underrated. It's like the protect spell, except for magic damage. And magic damage is usually a lot more dangerous. Oh, I'll probably fall off. I'm gonna... No, that's right. Yeah. This will probably happen a few times till I get the angles right. And this will probably be on the way up every time. But yeah, the magic defense spell, as much as it's kind of a hassle to cast it on the whole group, one at a time, it is going to lower the amount of damage you get, or take, from, got it that time, much better. Quite significantly, I would say. Now, these guys, I think, fall infinitely. I think. So it's probably not as good as using Lightning 2 on everything, but I want to show it off. And if we survive, let's give a Cure Wave. So we got a Dark Bomb. Nothing too impressive, but Dark Element. I wish Magus had, like, one dual tech with every character, rather than the usual 3. I wish he got, like, 1. Just as a... just so he had a little bit more viability for groups. Like, Robo is the only one that usually gets any Dark Element at all. And I figure, like, him and Magus should have some sort of ultimate dark attack, where, Robo shoots out lasers and Magus adds some sort of dark magic to the mix. I figure that would be pretty cool. Now, this weapon that we just picked up is not the kind of sword that Frog can use. Is there not something on the right? No, they're just trying to trick me. I'm sure you could fight a lot of those if you wanted. Alright, so the good news is falling off that cliff. It's gonna at least let us into this area. Push the shell, climb the shell. I think we will have to go back, though, like, to actually get some loot that we missed by falling off. Dark Helm, that sounds like right up Magus's alley. Halves shadow damage, so it's kind of like the Mermaid Helm, I guess. Except male only and dark specific. Yeah, males rather than females. Not that Magus really needs it. He already has pretty good dark resistance, I think. Yeah, I don't think we need a shelter at the moment. Figure out a way to go back, though. Oh, look! Another friend. Is he gonna start with his... He is gonna start. Let's just... You know what he's gonna do right off the bat. We might as well just heal it up. So much healing. I mean, it's only 625 for the whole group, but... It's almost full heal. And I think once we have, like, if we get to the point where we have 990 HP, 999, it'll probably heal nearly 1,000 anyway that point, so. Alright, double breath. And, like, that is the problem with Magus, is a lot of the dual techs really do considerably more than double the damage of a normal spell. We have so many attacks, or dual techs right now, that do pushing 2,000 damage. No, we're not gonna get that off. Whereas your physical attacks are, well, at best with a crit, maybe doing 600, you know. Frog Squash! So that, I believe, is the final tech for Frog. We're making really good progress on all these techs. So Frog Squash is... Well, it hits all foes, so, like, it's of the ultimates, like, Luminaire and Flare, I like a lot, because they just do great damage to everything. This stuff like Frog Squash and, Dino Tail, they still hit everything, but... the damage output I find is kind of weaker, but we'll show them off. So then the only other person that needs tech is actually just Ayla, I guess. It's cool. Alright, well, we'll switch her out for Frog for now. And that way all the 3 people in the group can use the tech points. Once we've got all the techs learned, then I'll just be demonstrating various dual techs for a while once Once we're all set, basically. So you guys see them all. Right, so Frog can give up the red plate for now. She should probably have his speed belt, I guess. Or whatever I wanted to give her, really. I mean, she's already pretty fast. This would be our first person you can get to 999 HP, I guess. Well, Robo could have done it too, I suppose. Oh, there you go. See, I was talking about this. We had an accessory that increases steal chance if I wanted. Let me see. I don't think... The lava spawn, you can charm elixirs out of them if you want, which is nice. But you don't need to or anything. There will be some bosses eventually that we're going to want to charm stuff from. But the main one was... There's a couple in the mid-game that gave us the speed capsules that I really wanted. Once you've got those covered, it's not a big deal. Just give her speed. That gets her to the cap. Robo's gonna be slow. Magus is gonna be doing most of the clearing for us with his magic. So, they did tell us, push the shell, climb the shell. Can you tell just that little spot there? I think it's about that spot. Forget the exact lining up. Oh, just close enough, eh? Alright, cool. Memory cap. I don't know what that does. Prevents lock. Okay, so there's a few of those special enemies that lock your techs. If you have that equipped, you don't have to worry about that. Also, that's the end, so hold up. I definitely missed... I know I missed something. I'm gonna find a way back down to go get it. So, is there actually a way to jump down? Or... Because we landed... I have to fight some of these on the way. If you remember, we landed kind of, I feel like they should be strong to ice. You know, we're fighting in an icy mountain. The enemies should probably be somewhat resistant to cold damage, but yeah, like, wasn't there a spot where I fell off? Just landed up here or something? I'm sure, right? Boogie! Boot, Scoot, and Boogie, but now we got all the Ayla robot techs. No? I guess... I fell off once. Then I made it across. Okay, I guess that's all it was. I thought I missed something. But no, I fell off this one in the beginning. Landed right back at the beginning with a save point, or in the near the beginning. Then I made it across. Okay, never mind. I was just confused. Sorry, everybody. It happens. Well, I suppose. You can't not see the boogie. Cannot be unseen. So, it's perhaps one of the worst dual techs. A dual tech that does no damage, hits everything, and might inflict stop if you're lucky. Sounds about as good as, what is it? We had like a sleep spell somewhere? Or confused? Some of those, just terrible spells, really. Alright, so we got our barrier. Then we get to Dark Mist. There's our kind of like Fire 2, Ice 2, Lightning 2. Hits everything with darkness. Excellent. We're getting pretty close to Proximity Bomb. And not too far off of Dino Tail. Yeah, the boogie is cool because it's a big dance. But man, what a terrible dual tech. That might literally be the worst dual tech in the game. But I will say, possibly the worst dual techs are the ones that like focus on Robo or Chrono, and you can't actually target them on enemies. They just target on a character, which means like 9 times out of 10, You can't even use them because they won't hit anything. Alright, well, we're gonna throw in a shelter here. Don't worry, I'm not gonna end the episode yet. That would be too rude. I couldn't do that to you guys. But there's one change. Or two. I know they've got all their techs, but, there's a couple people that need to be in the party for this upcoming little section. Actually, even Magus is... Nah, Magus is cool. He can come along. I was thinking of switching him out for, like, Frog or something, but... Ayla's dialogue tends to be weak. Frog's is good, but Magus's is pretty solid, too. Mostly you want to bring Marl. You who fear the night and stand against the darkness. Magus, please give us your strength. Chrono Trigger, engage. That doesn't sound good at all. I remember in the original Super Nintendo version, the translation seemed to leave a lot more doubt as to whether or not this would even be possible to work when they were explaining it, in that you had to do certain things to get it to work, like the memories and the thoughts of the people involved had to be very strong, and you had to kind of like charge up the Chrono Trigger with like memories of Chrono. So I always, the first time playing through and first couple times, I always thought like, maybe I need to like do more stuff with this time egg before we should go to Death Peak. Because maybe we're gonna break it before it's ready. And then, of course, this happens. But what exactly does a Chrono Trigger do? Oh. That's pretty nifty. Yeah? Right at that instant. And I just conveniently brought the same 3 people. I just, you know. Why not, right? Can't seem to interact with people in a time freeze. His big sister, although he's pretty big now himself. And his crazy mother. It's just a doppel doll, no, nothing to worry about. Is he alive, though? It's frozen in time. Bringing Magus back was the right choice. He needed to see that. Hey, it's a Christmas tree. You were thinking it too, weren't you? Well? Simple as that. Aww. He couldn't just let you all die. Of course, they couldn't let him die either, as it seems. These two are my favorite. And Chrono never even says a word. Oh. We're back, yo! Everyone say hello! We got everybody. The full team. You can bring anybody you want. We got lots to do. We could go fight Lavos right now. There's a few ways you could do it. But there's a lot of side quests. Lots of side quests. Plus, I think this guy got upgraded. Yeah. We'll deal with that later. We're probably not really strong enough to deal with Lavos yet. Well, I'm sure you can beat him at level 40. But it would be tough. And there's lots of stuff to do and equipment to get. A lot of ultimate type equipment we want. And side quests and all that. So, hip hip hooray, Chrono has survived. Marl and he had a little heart-to-heart. And now we're back at the end of time. Gaspar will be our guide for some of the side quests. And we will begin going through them in the next episode. So, we didn't have very long without Chrono. You could have had a fair bit longer if you didn't know what to do, or sort of explored the world with your new fancy flying machine, but that wasn't on the table for me. Alright, folks. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and welcome back to the Chrono Trigger.